Chipotle keeps increasing their prices, and these days a burrito costs damn near $15, but my burritos only cost $2. If you have just 15 minutes to spare and one pan, I'm going to show you how to meal prep a freezer full of beefy queso burritos. These are packed with flavor, loaded with protein, and will keep you full for a very, very long time. And at the end of my video, I'll show you all my reheating tips to make these taste absolutely irresistible. Making craveable, indulgent, tasty food like this is what helped me lose over 100 pounds and get the best physique of my life. I added over 150 of my best, most helpful recipes into my fat loss cookbook, which I update for free. If you want to add vegetables to your burrito, I recommend adding 1 onion and 1 green pepper. If you don't want to add vegetables, skip to the next step. For not many calories at all, these add lots of volume to our burritos while also adding nice flavor. Let me show you my trick to chopping onions without crying. Cut the onion in half through the root end, preserving both roots. Then make lengthwise cuts into the onion, almost all the way to the root, but not all the way. Do not cut through the root. Now make 2 or 3 cuts horizontally. Now start chopping. Oh, this is burning my eyes. This trick isn't perfect. I should have worn sunglasses. Put the onion in a bowl. Get a pan, throw it on medium heat, spray it with some oil, toss in your onions. Give them a quick saute for around 1 minute. Let's chop up the bell peppers now. No tricks for these because they don't make me cry. Onions are evil. Make sure the peppers are the same size as the onions. You don't want them too big or too small. Everything the same size. Now throw your peppers in the pan. Saute these up. Throw in some salt, some garlic powder, and saute for 5 minutes until nice and charred. Then remove and put these back in the same bowl. 96% lean ground beef. That's what we're using today. It saves lots of calories and we get in more protein. When you buy 90% beef, you get more calories and less protein. When you buy 80% beef, you get even more calories and way less protein because it's just more and more fatty. This whole block of 1 pound of 96.4 ground beef has 560 calories and 96 grams of protein. That is insane. When you cook the beef like I show you today, you won't even be able to tell that it's lean. I promise. Get the same pan you cooked your veg in and preheat it over medium-high heat. It's gonna heat up so fast because it's already warm. This is how we're saving time. We're using the same pan. Throw in your beef and press down with a spatula to flatten it out a bit. Make sure it is very flat and press down as hard as you can. Now please do not touch your meat. 3 minutes, no touch. You can stare at it, but you cannot touch it. In these 3 minutes, let's open up a can of Red Enchilada Sauce. It's gonna add so much flavor. It is actually a flavor hack. Now back to the meat. Flip it now. Look at that char. Wow. Oh my God. That crust is absolute perfection. All of that is flavor that's going to make our burritos taste. Did I say burritos? Burritos taste so damn good. It is insane. That's why you can't beat your meat immediately. You have to be patient. As soon as 2 minutes are over, get a spatula and beat the shit out of your meat. Get it nice and small. The smaller the pieces, the better. The lean ground beef is sometimes hard to chop into small pieces. It's just very lean. If you're struggling, like I was, it's fine. Just take your meat and throw it on a cutting board. Chop the shit out of it with a knife and then add it back to the pan. Easy trick, and you get really nice small pieces. Now, add in 200 grams of red enchilada sauce and then 1 packet of taco seasoning. Mix this all up and then let it simmer for 3 minutes. Instead of adding water to the meat, we're adding red enchilada sauce to add so much flavor and barely any extra calories. Now take that beef off the heat as soon as 3 minutes are over. Throw in some cream cheese, preferably fat-free cream cheese. It has the macros of a protein bar. 30 calories and 3 grams of protein per 1 ounce. And that's awesome. That's 1 gram of protein per 10 calories. We're gonna cut 2 ounces of this and throw it in our beef. Since the beef is warm right now, it's gonna melt the cream cheese immediately. So just stir this all in. I'm telling you, red enchilada sauce, taco seasoning, cream cheese, gonna get this so flavorful, so creamy, you can't tell it's lean anymore. Add in 200 grams of Greek yogurt, plain non-fat. Add in 60 grams of light Mexican blend cheese. You can use any cheese you want. And some cilantro if you want. I'm not counting the water in the cost breakdown of this burrito since water is free. And since water is free, these vegetables are also free. So I'm not counting the cost of the vegetables. You can leave them out or you can steal them from your neighbor's garden and they're gonna be free. Take the entire pan and throw it in your fridge. I am not trying to do dishes, okay? So I'm not putting this in another bowl. Pan's in the fridge. 20 minutes later, it thickened up real nicely. Oh, I forgot. I have some corn in my freezer and I want to add it in because I want to get rid of it. I'm gonna microwave the corn and then throw it in the pan, mix, and then divide this entire mixture up into 6 equal parts so we can form 6 burritos with it. I'm using regular ass tortillas. These are the cheapest ones I can find at the grocery store, and since I'm trying to make these burritos affordable, these cost $1.56 for all 6 tortillas. Nothing special about the macros, mostly carbs. Feel free to buy low carb tortillas if you want. Try to fold your tortilla. If it folds like this and plops right back into shape, it's soft, it's stretchy enough to roll into a burrito, but if it's not, if it's a little tough, a little breakable, and you're a little worried, gently heat up the tortilla on a pan on low heat, 15 seconds per side. It's gonna feel quite warm, and when it's warm, there's way less chance it tears because it's way more pliable. Tortilla down. Place 1/6 of your meat mixture in the center of the tortilla. Now watch carefully. I'm gonna show you exactly how you roll a burrito. Fold in the right side, fold on the left side, and take the bottom and fold it all over the meat, and then tuck. Pull towards you as you tuck, and tuck in tightly, and then now just roll. Roll, 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 form a burrito. Repeat this process 5 more times to form 6 juicy, thick burritos. It's easy. Meat in the center, left side, right side, fold the bottom over, tuck, roll, 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 roll. I quickly want to tell you about something else I meal prep. If you've been watching my channel, you know I love peanut butter. So I created protein bars that taste exactly like Reese's Cups. In fact, they taste even better. I'm not kidding. They taste like candy bars, not protein bars. Each protein bar is 195 calories and 18 grams of protein and only costs 90 cents to make. You will never find a protein bar that's this cheap with macros this good. I added this recipe to my cookbook. It's on page 174. I'm so excited for you guys to try this. You can eat them just like this, but with one more step, you can add so much flavor. Honestly, don't skip this next step. Get a pan, throw it on medium heat. Once it's nice and hot, throw your burritos seam side down into the pan. 3 fit on this pan. I wish I had a bigger pan. I don't. Let them grill for 1 minute, then flip 1 more minute on the other side. Grilling the burritos adds flavor and crunch and seals the burritos to prevent any leaks. Wire rack to prevent the bottom from steaming up on a plate and getting soggy because we don't want a soggy bottom. Look at that beautiful crust. Wow, this crust adds a ridiculous amount of flavor and texture to the burritos. 6 burritos meal prepped in no time. Only 15 minutes of active work. Let's cut one in half, shall we? Look at that rich, indulgent, creamy, beefy queso goodness. It's spicy, creamy, tangy, savory, all the flavors you want in a burrito. Each burrito clocks in at only $2.03. And this entire recipe costs $12.15. That's less than a single Chipotle burrito, but you made 6 of them. Here you go, bro.
Thank you.
Beefy queso burrito. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's dripping. This is a frozen burrito from the grocery store. What would you rate it 1 through 10?
10, bro.
Yeah, the best frozen burrito you've ever had?
I haven't had one.
Oh, dang, yeah, this is a 10 then. That's good. You should never try one again. Just imagine they're all shit, and this is the only good one in the world.
This is the only one.
You can take these burritos and fridge it, or you can put them in a Ziploc bag and throw them in your freezer. They stay good for 1 week in the fridge or many months frozen. Anytime you're hungry, wrap that burrito in parchment paper and microwave it for 90 seconds if it's from the fridge, or 4 minutes in the microwave if it's frozen. If baking or air frying, 350 degrees for 8 minutes if fridged, and 20 minutes if frozen. Calories and macros per burrito are 373 calories, 30 grams of protein, 40 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fat. Just $2 a burrito. You need to stock up your freezer with these so you can have a high protein meal that just needs to be reheated anytime you need it. These are filling, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. You always need to satisfy that sweet tooth after a savory meal like this. That's why you should also meal prep my high protein cheesecake. It's indulgent and clocks in at under 200 calories and nearly 30 grams of protein per massive slice. You can eat a fat burrito plus a fat slice of cheesecake for under 600 calories and nearly 60 grams of protein. This is why I love my diet, and if you want to continue eating incredibly delicious food that'll help you get in shape and stay in shape, check out my fat loss cookbook. 150 plus recipes and more incoming. You'll get every single update for free after you purchase it once.